when we are dividing fractions, it is actually going to change into a multiplication problem. You're never really going to divide anything when you're dividing fractions. So it's called the reciprocal. We're going to flip the second fraction and we're going to multiply our fractions together. So we are going to be multiplying by the reciprocal. So let me slow down and write that down for you. When we're dividing fractions, we're actually going to end up multiplying by the reciprocal. The reciprocal is this when you have the fraction and you flip it upside down. So the reciprocal of 3/4 is 4/3. The reciprocal of 5/8 is 8/5. You're literally just flipping that fraction right upside down, switching the numerator and denominator around. That's called the reciprocal, and when we do fractions, we're going to multiply by it. Here's an example. 2/3 divided by 6/7. You always flip the second fraction. The second one is the one we flip. And there's a funny little saying, and it says, second fraction, don't be shy, flip yourself and multiply. So this is the fraction that we are going to flip totally upside down, and we're going to make it 7/6. And then we want to multiply. So we're multiplying by the reciprocal. So everything else, the first fraction stays the same. We're simply now going to multiply by the reciprocal. Using our multiplication rules now, you go straight across. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 6 is 18. That can be reduced because I know there's a number that can divide into the top and the bottom. They're even numbers, so I'm just going to chop them in half. 7/9. That would be the answer. So 2/3 divided by 6/7 equals 7/9. The next problem we'll do for you, let's do 5/10 divided by 2 1/3. First thing is we do not want to work with mixed numbers, so we're going to change this mixed number into an improper. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so that becomes 7/3. I'm just going to rewrite my problem now so we can see where we're at. 10/5 divided by 7/3. This is the exact same problem, I just changed the mixed number into an improper. Now we're ready to follow our rules for division. So the second fraction, don't be shy, flip yourself and multiply, because we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of 7/3, which is 3/7. And now we're going to simply multiply. We're going to multiply 5/10 times 3/7. Multiplying straight across, you get 15/70. Right now I can see that they end in a 5 and a 0, so I know that 5s can go in there. 5 goes into the top 3 times, dividing this by 5 and dividing the bottom by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 70 divided by 5, let's see here, the 5 goes into the 7 one time. We'd have 2 left over, so it goes in there 14 times. 3/14 is our answer. So 5/10 divided by 7/3 is 3/14. 5/10 divided by 2 1/3 is 3/14.